Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Man United series. And up in today's episode, well, we've got a very, very tricky episode. We've got Liverpool away first, then after that, just 3 days later, we have Chelsea away from home. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this episode, I have to be honest, and especially after the last one as well. That was absolutely abysmal. Now we've got Liverpool away and Chelsea away, and to be honest, by the end of this episode, we may well be out of the title race. The way it's going for us right now, I expect us to be out of the title race by the end of this episode. I expect us to lose both these games, to be honest with you. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm surprised in this episode. I think looking at the league table here, I think we've got more of a chance of beating Chelsea away than we do Liverpool away. So we'll see what happens there. But Liverpool away first, of course. They're 4 points clear at the top now over us. We've been poor recently. They haven't been amazing recently, even though it has to be said. But they've been better than us. So if we win this game today, we'll be only a point behind Liverpool. Tottenham are level on points with us as well, but they have played a game more than us. So we're still in second place quite nicely, although Man City are starting to rise up the table as well, which is definitely very, very concerning. Anyway, bit of transfer news to talk of. It's January. Already sold our first player, and that is Tyrell Malacia. Well, this man has been absolutely terrible in this series for me. Absolutely terrible, and he's not much use at all. So we got 20 million for him from Juventus. Just transfer listed him just before the start of the window. He got a few offers for him. I think it was from Juventus, Benfica, I can't remember who else, but Juventus have got him for 20 million. Very happy with that because, well, he doesn't know how many games he started this season, but not many. He played 2 games in the league. He played 5 games overall this season. Didn't do too bad this season, to be fair, with 7.06. The last season is absolutely atrocious, and I just don't think he's very good. So to get 20 million for him is very nice. I need to sell Malacia. I need to sell one of the left back options we have because we've got 4 players who can play left back. We've only got 2 players who can play right back, so I need to find out balance there. Got rid of Malacia, and I'm trying to bring in a right back to effectively replace him. And that man is Nordi Mukiele, of course, an FN23 god. He was a legend for me in FN22. Absolutely brilliant he was. Such a cheap player, so consistent as well. He's unbelievable. Obviously, he plays for PSG these days. He's just been put on the transfer list by them. So I've gone in for him on loan, and they've accepted it. He's very happy to join us. It's a mandatory future fee as well of 23 million, which of course is not a lot at all. And he wants to be a fringe player for us as well, so I don't see it as any sort of risk deal whatsoever. He can play right back and also play centre back quite nicely. He's got 8 caps for France as well. So just for him to say he's a fringe player, I think he's a little bit disheartening to himself, I guess. So happy to see him come in. Hopefully he will come in. I'm sure he will. As I said, I don't think anyone else is after him. So yeah, join us on loan, but he'll maybe be made permanent at the end of the season. 23 million. As a fringe player, he's only be on 75k a week as well. So yeah, very happy with this business. Of course, Mukiele is a very, very solid player, and as a squad player, very, very happy to bring him in. So that is absolutely great. Compare him to Brandon Williams, who's our current backup right back. He's just a mile better. Yeah, if you just compare Mukiele with Williams, now, of course, you can't see his attacking attributes yet because of the scouting knowledge, etc. But in every other department, apart from speed, where Williams is just slightly better, Mukiele is just a much better footballer. So, yeah, we're desperate for a new right back as backup because Brandon Williams clearly is nowhere near good enough. And also, we just need better options there, that's for sure. So Mukiele hopefully will join us, which is great, on loan. And of course, we've got to pay 23 million from end of the season, but only got to pay 100% of his wages, which is obviously not that much, and not got to pay any sort of monthly fee. So very happy with that business so far. I get 20 million from Malacia and bring in Mukiele as a replacement on loan. Had to pay for him next season, but at the moment it's a massive benefit for us. We've got 23 million in the bank currently, 179k in the wage budget. If we could adjust it a little bit, 27 million, but only 100k over. So may as well leave it like that for now. Not going to be enough to bring in Manu Kone, who I do still want to sign desperately. I desperately want him. Unfortunately, though, we cannot get rid of Casemiro. Kessie's on here as well now. Kessie's quite cheap, to be fair. He's wanted by Liverpool. Is Kessie better than Casemiro? I'd argue the case he is. Let's ask the agent about availability for Kessie. 31 to 46 million. Well, it's not as cheap as what it says there, is it? So might as well just stick with Kone, to be honest. Kefren Turam as well. He's quite a good player as well, to be fair. So yeah, I've got some options here. Kefren Turam is the son of Lilian Thuram. You probably figured that out yourselves, but him and his brother Marcus, he's got quite good sons who play football there, hasn't he, Lilian? So yeah, he's overall just very good, isn't he? Every single department, he's just slightly like. I don't want to say anything disrespectful, but he's sort of like just a worse version of Jude Bellingham, isn't he, really? But in a good sense, I guess you could say, because he's a very good footballer. So, and he's also 22 still, so he might get even better. So he's certainly an option as well. Kefir and Thuram. But yeah, I do want Manu Kona, I have to be honest. I have settled on Manu Kona. I just think he's a very, very good player. He's 22 as well. We can sign more than him. That'd be great as well. But 52 million. I could sign him on loan, though. It would cost you about 11 million for the loan deal towards the end of the season. But I'm so desperate for a ball in the fielder type that I might have to do it. But first of all, I want to get rid of Casemiro. You see, he's still unhappy at the club. I've dropped down to 15 million now. The only teams who seem to be coming in for him, though, are the two Rome teams, Roma and Lazio. So no one else is really interested in him. So that is a problem. You know what? I'm going to offer him out to clubs again now, though. I'm going to drop it at 10 million. I'm not going any less than 10 million, though. Let's see who comes in for him. I think he's holding out for a bigger team, to be honest, than Roma and Lazio. But Casemiro needs to accept his fate. That is not good enough these days. He has to go. He has to leave the club. Anyway, let's get to the recent results. And, well, recently it's not been going too well. Not at all. Obviously, the last episode was an absolute disaster. It hasn't been too much better since then, I have to be honest. After that game against Newcastle, we lost 1-0 at home. We played Tottenham away from home, which is obviously a very tricky game. I did some tweaks to the some of the player roles and tactic for this game, and it seemed to work to an extent because Tottenham weren't creating anything against us at all, really. We were slightly the better team, but not much in it at all, and none of us created too many chances. But we were slightly the better team. I was holding out a bit of hope we might sneak a win in this game. But unfortunately for us, Tottenham's first highlight in the match came in the 84th minute, and it was Satalo giving away a penalty. They converted it, and we lost the game 1-0. So 3 matches in a row there without scoring, but we were quite unfortunate in this game. I have to be honest, not making excuses, but we were unlucky to lose this game. We were unlucky to lose. Not that saying we performed well, and we did really well going forward, but they didn't deserve to win the game, so that I was very unlucky there. We bounced back in the next game, though, finally scored a couple of goals as well. We beat Southampton 2-0 at home, and Ansu Fati has been a poor signing so far, it has to be said, and Bruno Fernandes with a goal as well, they win the game 2-0. After that, played Aston Villa away from home, drew the game 2-2. It was a very boring game until the last 15 minutes when it absolutely livened up. Yusuf Poulsen made it 1-0 to Aston Villa, which was against the run of play, has to be said. We had a better team in the game. Olivier Giroud made it 1-1. And Marcus Rashford with a brilliant goal on the volley there. His first goal in about 5 or 6 games there was a brilliant goal. He scored to make it 2-1 in the 85th minute. I thought that was it. We were done, but many, many highlights to go in this game. And Yusuf Poulsen scored again from a corner this time with his head again to make it 2-2. So that was really disappointing there. But the last 15 minutes were great for the neutrals, that was for sure. At least we scored a couple of goals in this game, but yeah, disappointing result there. And just for the episode, this was pathetic, this is. At home to Middlesbrough, we managed to win the game only 1-0. Shocking. I was hoping to get some bit of confidence going into this episode today, but unfortunately, we were not able to do it. Of course, the rest of the few players for this game with Liverpool on the horizon, but to only beat Middlesbrough 1-0 at home is disappointing. But I guess I shouldn't be too critical. It is a win at the end of the day, but yeah, poor run of form. We are unbeaten in the last 3 games, though, but saying that we played Southampton and Middlesbrough at home and Aston Villa away, so nothing to shout about there. And now in today's episode, we've got Liverpool away and Chelsea away. To be honest, maybe 1 point, or is that bad for us recently? Maybe 1 point or even 2 points could be a decent result in this episode for us. Could be a decent result. As I said, at the moment, I can't see how we are going to win one of these games. I can't see how we're going to avoid defeating both of these games, to be honest. So, yeah, highly unlikely. But anyway, let's get to the first game then. Liverpool away from home. Let's see what we can do here. We yet to beat Liverpool in this series. Only played them 3 times, but we're still yet to... we have beat them, sorry. Beat them last season in the FA Cup quarter-final, of course. Beating 3-1 away from home at Anfield as well. So, we can win at this stadium as well. So, that's... I remember that. But we haven't beat them in the league. So, we haven't beat them in 3 games of the league. We have beat them in the FA Cup, though. And this is the team for today's game. We've got Henderson in goal, Porro right back, Gaia left back, Lacroix and Varane centre-backs. You've got McTominay, Tielemans and Fernandes in midfield. Alanga on the right, Rashford on the left and Giroud up front. So unfortunately, first bit of news is Dean Henderson is in goal because Mike Maignan has picked up quite a serious injury. He's out between 4 to 5 weeks with a double hernia, so that's really disappointing. But that's why we have 2 good goalkeepers at the club. Dean Henderson was obviously a very, very satisfactory backup, so that's why we have a backup player like Henderson here, because if this happens, which has happened, we've got Henderson to fill in. Also, Sancho has been injured recently. He's just come out from injury. He's on the bench for today's game. Hopefully he can start against Chelsea. We've really missed Sancho. I don't think I really appreciate how much we needed Sancho until he got injured, because he's our best attacking option in the club by a mile, especially this season, by a mile. Marcus Rashford, he don't know what to do with himself since Sancho's been injured, to be honest with you. Also, Ansu Fati's been very poor this season. Only scored 2 goals. One of those come against Southampton there, so he's been very poor. So we need Sancho in the team. I've got a little bit of a tweak here today as well, which probably won't pay off, let's be honest. I've got Giroud up front with deep line forward support, and I've got 2 inside forwards and attack there as well. So let's see how it works out. Liverpool away from home, though. Not very confident, but can we win this game? Let's find out. All right, here we go. Away to Anfield. These boys have got to do it for the fans here today. They've got to do it for the fans. And 6 minutes in, we're already under pressure with a Liverpool corner. 6 minutes in, we're 1-0 down already. Am I surprised? No. Are you surprised? No. We're not surprised, are we? Yeah. I was toying with the idea of going with a little bit more negative for these 2 games today. Going with a counter-attacking style, leaving defensive style. Because I don't think we have any hope of winning these games at all. Getting a draw out of these games. So that's what I was considering. At the moment, it looks like a foolish decision not to consider that, to be honest. But there's a long way to go yet. So maybe we can turn it around. But I just don't see how we're going to do anything in these games the way we've been playing with our tactic currently. So, and ultimately the buck falls with the manager. It's my issue right now. I need to do better. Anyway, Varane with a poor header straight to Curtis Jones there. That's the last person you want to see the ball. Oh my word. Oh my word, it should be 2-0. Oh yeah, Jose Gaia as well. Poor signing. Very, very poor. I was very excited about him, but he has been poor. Very poor. Him and Ansu Fati have both been poor, actually, to be honest with you. Very poor. Haven't seen anything from the 2 of them. But it's still early days to them, though. Obviously, it's still only half a season. Not even half a season. So let's hope they come good. They're both good. And, they both look too good not to come good eventually, if it makes any sense. Both got to come good eventually, surely. But so far, not impressed. Not impressed with either of them. Anyway, Salah gets past him with absolute ease there. Jota is blocked from McTominay. We are well under the cosh here, aren't we? This could be a long old game for us. Well, it will be a long old game for us because we are not good enough. We're out the pitch here, though. Pedro Porro throwing. Here's Fernandes. Will we see something here? Here's McTominay. Alanga. At least we saw something in the game finally. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out. And he much appreciated as well. So whilst it remains 1-0, of course, we are still in the game. Porro is scaring me with that 6.2 there, I have to be honest. He's definitely scaring me. Oh my word, what are you doing? There you go, game over. Well done, Fernandes. Let's everyone applaud Bruno Fernandes. What a lovely decision that was. Well done, Bruno. Well done. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Wow. Well, you know what? He can go on wing back support now because, well, 6.1 from him. Yeah, this is going to be a long game. This could be 4 or 5 now. This could be 4 or 5. Well done, Bruno, mate. That was lovely, wasn't it? That was lovely. Let's hope he slipped on a banana skin there. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Well, Casemiro got sent off in the last season against Liverpool. And we lost that game 3-1 in the end. It was a bit earlier than Fernandes, though, has to be said. But this time around, Fernandes with a straight red in this game. So, not what you like to see. Not what you like to see. Especially when you're 1-0 down already. So, this could turn out to be quite a disaster here for us today. Not that I was expecting anything different. I might be surprised, though. You never know. What can we do against Chelsea away? Chelsea haven't been amazing this season. Down in 7th place. So, we'll see. It's definitely possible. But I'm not going to lie to you and say I've got confidence in that game because I certainly haven't. Not at all. It's time for a couple of changes here, I think. But got a highlight here first of all. Here's Alisson. He boots it long. See, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Should have kept Shaw. Should have just kept Shaw because this Gaia, he's useless. Absolutely useless. Well, Diogo Jota should have a hat-trick by now. Jose Gaia, though, he is useless, I'm telling you. Absolutely useless. Pedro Porro normally does a lot better than this. Pedro Porro has been a much better wing-back for us than Gaia has. But Porro is knackered. He's playing terribly. And he's got an injury. So time for him to go. Even though Brandon Williams is atrocious. And put him up against Luis Diaz is, well, a little bit criminal. But he has to come off now. Anthony Lang has been pathetic as well. Take him off. It's time for... it's time for Fati to come on, and also let's bring Sancho on for Giroud as well. Giroud, terrible signing as well. Olivier, I haven't made very good signings this summer. Not very good signings at all. Like I said, Sancho, I really miss him. He's a very, very good player. Very, very good player, Sancho. 22 minutes to go, and it's still only 1-0 to be fair. So there's still a slight chance we might somehow nick a draw here, but it seems highly unlikely. We haven't seen anything from us in the game. Who else am I going to bring on? I'm going to bring Ericsson on for Tielemans as well. They've only had 2 shots on target in the game, Liverpool, so not creating too much there. This could be 2-0 right here, though. It's a bit wide, but this is almost guaranteed to be a goal. Yeah, I told you, it's almost guaranteed to be a goal. Any free kick in that position, well, any free kick just outside the box like that is 9 times out of 10 guaranteed to be a goal. So do not get yourself, well, don't get yourself anything but very concerned when you see the opposition with a free kick there. Because as I said, it's almost guaranteed to be a goal. Not that it happens in real life like that, but in FM it does. Every single free kick outside the box is guaranteed to be a goal. Now it's free. Now the route's starting, but it's what we deserve, really. Been so poor this season. As I said, I don't understand how we were top of the league. Going into the last episode, we were top of the league somehow. Awful. Absolutely awful. Lost the cursor now as well. Can't skip the replay. Well, we was only 1-0 down in the game, I guess, but we are getting dominated still. Then Bruno Fernandes decided to, do a just disgusting tackle. So that's a problem here. So we have lost 3-0 to Liverpool. We did go down to 10 men again, but still could have lost 3-0 quite easily without 10 men, to be honest. Diogo Jota squandered a couple of chances, didn't he? So, all in all, terrible again. Just terrible. Embarrassing, yeah. Bruno Fernandes, terrible. Elanga, terrible. Pedro Porro had a terrible game. It's just terrible. Just terrible. All over the pitch, terrible. Marcus Rashford can't score for love or money. He did score against Aston Villa, that's about it. Other than that, he can't score for love nor money right now. Well, that was a terrible result for us, of course, and I think it's safe to say title race is over with. Not going to happen this season, that's for sure. Not going to happen this season, definitely not. Unless something drastic happens, but right now, nah. Look, we're 7 points behind Liverpool, of course, if you're looking at it. We're 7 points behind, only half the season done. Of course, we could win the title still, mathematically, but the way we're playing, the way everything's going for us, I can't see it myself. Unless something happens, turns around very soon. We've got Chelsea away next. Of course, they haven't been great this season either. We're 7 points clear of them, though, but the way we're playing, I haven't got any hope for that game as well. But hopefully I can be surprised. Chelsea away, coming up next. Okay, here we are. Just 3 days after facing Liverpool away at Anfield, we now have to face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So, not too great fixtures in a row, is it? Not too great fixtures in a row at all. A draw here, I'll be quite happy, to be honest. As you can see, Chelsea down in 9th, us in 3rd. Probably thinking you should be probably trying to think to go for a win here today. And yeah, that is true. But the way we're playing currently, and the fact that it's Chelsea away from home, I will take a draw. I will take a draw and I'll be happy. I'll be happy with a draw. With a win, I'll be ecstatic. But I just cannot see how we can win this game, to be honest, the way it's going. I can't see how we're not going to lose this game, to be honest with you. So we will see what happens, I guess. Anyway, great. Some great transfer news. Mukiele's agreed to join. We're just waiting for his work permit. And also, Manu Kone, I did say I was going to try and get him on loan. I have got him for him on loan. It's quite expensive, though. It's going to cost 11 million playing monthly fee and 24 million unused monthly fee. And also, it's going to be a £52 million mandatory future fee at the end of the season. But I don't care. We need him in. Desperate for him. Tried to sell Casemiro again for 10 million. No one is interested at all because of his disgusting wage demands and the fact that he's 31 and not very good. So, yeah, it's a problem to get rid of him. He's under contract for another 2 seasons as well, 2.5 seasons. So, disaster, absolute disaster. I might, if things get bad, I might offer him out to clubs for nothing just to get rid of him. Just to get rid of that 300k. I know nothing does seem a bit stupid for Casemiro, but he's on 300k a week, so that's a lot of money. And also, because I transfer listed him and annoyed him, basically, he's been a bit of a bad egg around the place. So it might be in my best interest just to try and get rid of him, even if it has to be for nothing. We shall see. Maybe I'll just keep him around this season, but next season I might just try and sell him again. We shall see about that. But anyways, get to this game then. Away to Chelsea. Not very confident, not at all, that is for sure. And in terms of the team sheet, a few changes. Williams comes in at right back for Porro. I normally wouldn't do something so foolish playing Williams at right back against Chelsea. I wish Mukiele was here by now. Unfortunately, his work permit doesn't get settled till 2 days away, so he's not here. But Porro, obviously got a slight injury there against Liverpool, and also he's very unfit. So Williams has to start today. Also, Martinez comes in at left back as well for Jose Gaya. He's not fully fit as well. He's not very good either, so it doesn't really matter too much, to be honest. Also, Sotalo comes in for Varane, who's picked up a cold, unfortunately, so he's out for a couple of days. Eriksen comes in for the suspended Fernandes, of course, who got sent off against Liverpool there. Anthony comes in on the right wing in place of, who's his name? Alanga. Sancho comes in on the left in place of Rashford. And Ansu Fati comes in up front for Giroud. So lots of changes for today's game. Will it change our fortunes though? Well, let's find out. Alright, here we go. Go out there and show the world you've got what it takes, boys. Let's do something here. Let's do something memorable. Let's win away to Chelsea. Come on. Obviously, the title race seems very unlikely. We need to get a grip, otherwise our top four hopes are really under threat. Look how tight the league table is this season. It's absolutely disgusting how tight it is. It really is. This game hasn't started off great, but at least it started off better for us than it did against the Liverpool game. That's for sure. We're actually creating chances here, which is great to see. None of the front four got a 6.2 yet, so that is definitely a good sign for us. Still no highlight in the game though. 36 minutes in, we finally do. Unfortunately for us, it's Chelsea up the pitch. Chilwell with a long throw. We get the ball. Here's Brandon Williams, who does scare me, I have to be honest. Oh, that's why he scares me. That's why he scares me. And Henderson, wow. Well done, Dean. Good job, mate. N'Golo Kante again scoring absolute worldy goals. Don't know. I have no idea since when it happened with N'Golo Kante. No idea. But also, Dean Henderson, absolute disgrace. Brandon Williams, what are you doing? He's an absolute donut, he is. Well, no, it's not a worldy goal at all. It's Dean Henderson's absolutely useless. So, another great start to the match here for us. Absolutely brilliant. The two homegrown lads. Ansu Fati, love that, mate. Do you know what I'll do? I'll just head the ball on to the invisible striker. Oh, no, wait, I am the striker. Who am I heading the ball onto then? You tell us, Ansu. You tell us, mate. Because we have no idea. What a team, eh? What a team. I'm sorry. You can say what you want about me setting up the team, how I like, and the tactics, etc. Like, but you cannot plan for useless footballers like that, can you? You can't make a plan for that. Williams and Dean Henderson. Terrible. Well, that's probably the game lost now, to be honest, because we can't score goals. So you can't score goals. You need to score a goal now to get a draw in the game, don't we? Everyone knows that. So yeah, disaster. Disaster. Don't give this boy the ball. He's awful. Absolutely awful this season he's been. Terrible. He struggled to make that pass, didn't he? Anthony. Nice ball from Anthony to Tielemans. Fati, can you score a goal? He can score a goal. It's offside though, isn't it? That'll only be his third goal of the season if it's not disallowed. It's a goal. Get in. Get in. Anthony Fati with a goal. Well, Anthony did really well here, switching the play. Lovely pass to Tielemans. He spotted the run, Tielemans, of Anthony Fati. Anthony Fati, before he went too wide, but a lovely finish from the boys. We're back in the game here. Well done. Still not very confident though. Still not confident at all, but that is something at least. Anthony Fati on the score sheet. I do like to see it. I do like to see it. All right. You know what? Go and get revenge. Go and get revenge. The front four are doing quite well today, which is nice to see, apart from Sancho. But Sancho is lacking in match sharpness, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The best attacking player at the club, as I said. Anyway, the second half is just underway here, and it could be a disastrous start to the second half. His Hudson-Odoi, the left back, is just not interested at all, is he? Martinez is not interested. He couldn't care less. He literally could not care less. He's gone on a Sunday morning jogging spree there. Jogging stroll, whatever you want to call it. Man City are losing 1-0 at home to Middlesbrough, by the way. That is terrible. Been quite a lively game, this one, though, in terms of match stats. So I guess that's something. Sancho is not playing well. So we'll take him off, and I think bring on Rashford for him. The other three are playing quite well, to be fair. Tielemans having a good game, of course, got an assist. But McTominay on a yellow card. Let's bring on the enemy, the nemesis, Casemiro, and also let's take off Williams as well. Let's bring on Pedro Porro for him. That'll do for now. Triple substitution. Got the three poorest players off the pitch. Let's see if that makes a difference for us here. Chelsea are creating more chances than us, a lot more chances than us actually now, but we're still holding our own quite well. But if I'm being honest, I don't think the goals are done. And if any team's going to score the next goal, it's probably going to be Chelsea, and it's probably going to come in this highlight as well. It's Chilwell. Gets past him with ease there. Penalty? No. Henderson with a decent save there. Not really anyone putting any pressure on Chilwell, though, to be fair. Saying that, though, probably the best thing because they give away a penalty, wouldn't they? So, anyway, Chelsea got a corner of it. Pulisic to take it. Crosses it in. Casemiro clears it. Eriksen, you going to get there? Does. Passes it back to Casemiro. Then boots it long. I can make another couple of changes. Make one more. Who am I going to bring off? You know, I take Martinez off. Let's bring on Jose Gaia as well. Well, 17 minutes to go. As I said, I'll be happy with a draw, but I'm still very nervous about this game because Chelsea are creating a lot of chances here. And it seems like since we scored that goal, it's been all Chelsea, especially in the second half here. So, very nervous. Been quite a decent performance here today, though. So, certainly some positives to take from the game. Couple minutes to go here. 3 minutes added time. Oh, great. It's the last thing we need, isn't it? Christian Eriksen with it. Luckily, I saved a substitution. But only 30 seconds to go anyway, so probably wouldn't have mattered too much. But it's Christian Eriksen with an injury. He's a key player for us, so we'll see how long he's out for. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully not too long. Van der Beek on the pitch. Van der Beek. You know what? I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. You know what? Looking at the match stats here, Chelsea create more chances than us. But they should do. They're at home. But we create quite a lot ourselves. 13 shots, 4 on target, 1.33 XG. The way we're playing recently, some of these performances here today, I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. Of course, only 1 point out of 2 games here against Liverpool and Chelsea. It's not the best result in the world. But the way things are going, that performance, I'm quite satisfied. I'm quite satisfied. Henderson with an absolute howler early on. Somehow he still got a 7.3 though, so he did make up for that howler, to be fair to him, so we'll let him off in the end, but that howler did cost us. But I think it was more of Brandon Williams, to be fair. Henderson was just relaxing, wasn't expecting anything bad to happen, and Williams gave the ball to Conte and he just blasted at him. So we'll let Henderson off for that one. We're not letting Williams off though, because he was shocking, but some good performances there. Porro did well off the bench as well. He made a difference coming off for Williams. Anthony did well today as well. Fatty obviously scored the goal as well, which is great. Tielemans got the assist, Italo, so yeah, all in all, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that result. Eriksen did well as well. Unfortunately, got an injury though, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Good ending to the episode. Not the best ending to the episode, but a good ending. So after that result against Chelsea, there we are third in the league. We're 2 points behind Tottenham. Man City, did they lose? They drew at home to Middlesbrough, so that's good for us. But look how tight this is. This is absolute mad. This is almost like a championship, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Wow, so tight. We need to go on a little bit of a winning streak, I think, to try and cement that top 4 place because, wow, no one can predict who finishes in the top 4 at the moment right now. Liverpool looks likely to win the title, to be honest. They're 9 points clear of us now, so we're going to forget about that. Forget about that. Unless we go into the last 2 or 3 games of the season with a chance somehow. But just forget about that now. No chance in hell, in my opinion. So top 4 is the aim, of course. Second place would be nice, but hey ho, it's unfortunately things don't go your way all the time. Anyway, why did he have to come off there in the last minute with bruised ribs? Can you not carry on for 30 seconds with bruised ribs? Anyway, it's a great result for us. He's only out for 1 to 3 days, so that is great. Also, obviously, got a couple of signings joining us. Hopefully, this window will be quite good for us. Mukiele joining on loan. Kone hopefully joining on loan as well. So that is good for us. If I can, unfortunately though, Casemiro can't leave, can he? So what can we do if Casemiro refuses to leave? But if he does, if somehow Casemiro leaves, I'd love to sign another forward player because I feel like we're lacking up there, to be honest. Giroud has been absolutely atrocious. Anyway, in terms of the next episode, well, I'll bring you back for the Champions League first knockout round, first leg. We faced Villarreal at home in the first leg. Still got a bit of hope in the Champions League, of course. If we get through Villarreal, we'll be in the quarterfinals, so who knows where we can go from there. But in terms of the next episode, I'll bring you back for games at home to Arsenal and at home to Villarreal. And look at these fixtures we've got coming up as well. So we've got Huddersfield at home next, the FA Cup third round. Hopefully nothing stupid there. Then we've got to face Fulham, Forest, Brighton, Middlesbrough, and Leeds. So let's hope we can get at least, bare minimum, 4 wins out of the next 5 games and start cementing that top four place for the season. But yeah, make sure you join for the next episode, guys. Arsenal at home and Villarreal at home. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button as well, please, guys. It'd really help me out. And much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.